Okay, hello everyone, my name is Lei. So today we're going to be talking about scientific notation. So in daily life, whenever we do math, we're going to be having different forms of ways to represent numbers, right? Let's look at some ways that we usually would use to write down the numbers that we need to use for our scientific and learning progress. So let's say that I have a number. Let's say 2 million. Okay, 2 million. So this is how you would normally write 2 million, right? So 2 and zeros like this, and for every 3 digit you have a comma. And so it is for easier reading, so this is going to be 2 million. Very easy, right? But in scientific representations, what do scientists use is way much more different. So how they would format a number is that first they have an exponent. So I'll write that so that you guys can fill that in, an exponent. Then they would write this signs. Now this signs, in the past we learned that it has the same meaning as this sign. So that means that this sign over here is the times signs. Okay, so it's not the normal x variable that we have, but it is the times. So something times something. So that is the times. And then we have the 10th power and with an exponent on here. Okay, so now let's do some visualizations on this number over here. So how do we write it in scientific notation? Now, let's see. Here, the digit is, let's add not. So here we have is 92 million. So how would I write this? Is that I'll write it in a way in decimal forms. So here, and we would want to have only one number in the whole number area. Okay, and so here, if we want to have it as a form like that, then we'll need to move the decimal part here from this number 9,000 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 digits. So that means that over here we'll have 9.2 times 10 to the power of 7. So that is the equalization of 92 thousandths. Now let's do one other example. Let's say what if I want to write a negative number? So let's say here, this number lets me write out 5 times 10 to the power of negative 0.4. So what does this mean is that we've moved this decimal point of the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places. So that means we'll have the number of in total of this. So that is the scientific notation. So today we learned about scientific notation. Scientific notation is a very simple way for scientists to represent numbers, especially the numbers that are bigger than 0 and is like a divisible number by 10. And so that is a very simple way for scientists to be able to speculate the number so that it's going to be easy for them to calculate. And we use this a lot in scientific forms, especially when we talk about like the distance between stars to stars, distance between planet to planet. Because it's usually a very long digit number. It could be up to billions of zeros. So that is why scientific notation, which is represented like this, is so important. Thank you for listening and goodbye.